Check it out.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen.
You're kind of sophisticated today.
Welcome to another fine episode of Behind the Curve with your host and current BWA champion, Eddie Brooks, and my wonderful co-host.
Few stars.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen,
You're kind of sophisticated today.
yes, but last episode we were supposed to talk about a very serious topic, but we really didn't. We decided to just go off because one of our producers wasn't here and Matt Armato wasn't here as well. He's still injured in the hospital, resting up. But our producer kind of forced us to do this. So we came in today on our off day and he said we just do whatever the fuck we want. So we're going to talk about this jobber, Rampage Jackson.
Jobber.
Yes, signed a contract to join TNA Impact Wrestling. So, Q, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, Quentin Rampage Jackson is a former UFC light heavyweight champion. For those who don't know him, he also starred in the movie The A-Team, Miss March, and he also was a guest host on WWE Raw, June 7, 2010.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. He also, did a couple prize, I think it was prize fighting or some kind of
Pride.
fighting,
fighting.
whatever.
In Japan.
In Japan, whatever. And Bellator and MMA, of course, like I said before, UFC. But his most recent thing that he done now is signed a contract. A multi-year contract with TNA. Let's just elaborate on that a little.
Yeah. Let's just think about this. Over the years, ever since early mid 90s or maybe even the 80s, professional wrestling has integrated stars from other sports such as football,
Shawn Michaels,
basketball,
Charlie Haas,
soccer, things of that nature to be guest hosts on their weekly shows, maybe even at their pay-per-views,
yeah,
whatever. Especially Monday Night Raw.
and don't forget WrestleMania.
And WrestleMania. So, over the years, we've seen some greats such as Evander Holyfield, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, Butterbean, all past boxing champions. Boxing champion Floyd Mayweather is, of course, current. Have not really. We can count Mr. T as well, but Mr. T wouldn't be like a sport. He would be an actor.
He's an actor. I don't know what the hell he did. I just remember him from
He was in
food.
That, and he had his own animation. He had his own show. Oh, and he was in the original TV show of the A-Team.
In which Rampage played as him in the movie.
Yeah, pretty much. So, he's following in the footsteps of a lot of people who have come from, really one guy. And that guy goes by the name of Ken Shamrock.
Yes.
Ken Shamrock is from MMA and during the, I think it was like, I say, late 90s, early 2000s, he signed a multi-year contract with WWF at the time. And
Alright, I'm gonna take this off.
that was yours anyway. So, and out of this contract, I believe he became the Intercontinental Champion.
European champion.
And the European Champion.
King of the Ring winner.
And King of the Ring winner. So he has some accolades.
I think he also was the inventor of the ankle lock.
Really?
I think so. I'm not too sure.
I know he did the ankle lock.
Oh, thank you, DJ.
Yeah, I know he did an ankle lock because he did on the WrestleMania match against Brock when Nation Domination came out and Farouk was like, fuck you, Rock. Let him win.
Also, this is brought from Deja, my other stripper. Anyway, team.
You have way too many strippers. But Ken Shamrock, you know, signed a multi-year contract, got with WWE, which was WWF at the time until they got that lawsuit.
So they got the F out from those shirts.
Yeah, that was funny. But you know, he joined and had somewhat of a very successful career. But then he decided to go back to MMA. So, based on Ken Shamrock's career, how do you think Rampage's career is going to go?
My personal opinion, if the report is true, which it probably is, I think it's a good move for both TNA and Rampage.
Yeah.
The reason why I say that, it's a good move for TNA because they need that WWE/F, you know, Raw image that Ken Shamrock brought back in the Attitude Era.
So what you're saying, they're going to pretty much use Rampage as a
They need
as
to
an
use him
image, like
they
that,
need-
saying that we're raw, we're straightforward, we're tough,
Yeah.
we're wild.
Yeah, if they really want to beat WWE and put them out of
Yeah.
business, they really need to do that.
But I mean, Rampage does, from my knowledge, does have a wrestling background, so I'm pretty sure he knows a little thing here and there. And you kind of say that for Kurt Angle as well. Kurt Angle, he wrestled in high school and in college and used his found techniques to become a professional wrestler.
Guess who else? Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah, they both of them did MMA here and there, but those were really just for training purposes. I don't really call them MMA fighters like Ken Shamrock was, who did MMA and then was in MMA and used it as a career and was the champion at it, I believe so.
Yeah, he was a champion. Long,
Yeah.
long,
Time ago. Time ago.
long,
Time ago.
long.
Time ago.
I'm looking at it long. But anyway, back to Rampage. If TNA uses him as, you know, they Ken Shamrock, pretty good move. But the bad part is they already have like this MMA fighter, King Mo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you see how that idea is going that way.
Down. Well, you never know. I mean, Ken Shamrock. Ken Shamrock showed some very interesting wrestling ability. Maybe Rampage would do the same thing. Never know.
Hopefully.
Hopefully he'll do the same thing. Ken Shamrock. Because Ken Shamrock, as we said, became a King of the Ring winner and Continental champion and European champion.
Yep. Might have been tag team champion before too, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, no.
He also was in the corporation.
He was in the corporation.
Yep.
The corporation was huge at that point.
Yeah. When they had Big Boss Man, The Rock.
They was run by Shane McMahon.
That was Shane.
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 Vince had it, and then, well, Vince was in charge of the corporation, and then Shane later on kind of took control as he, you know.
Speaking of Shane, you know he owns an MMA company now.
Really?
Yeah. He left WWE. Now he owns his own MMA company now.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. So it's a pretty good idea that.
It's very interesting. Very interesting.
What a coincidence.
Yeah.
What else can we say about this guy?
Well, you know, think about Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, I believe, used to play football and wanted to play football, and he went over into professional wrestling and then went to MMA and had a very successful run in MMA. And now he's gone back to wrestling. So,
And he kind of like incorporated it into his wrestling.
yeah, so, you know, Rampage may just be... He may.
But that's because it's WWE.
Yeah.
You gotta look at it now. We talking about TNA he signed with. like I said, look at what they're doing with King Mo.
Yeah, you have a point there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hit a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Tonight allows people a release for all the hatred and violence that they keep up inside them.
Why don't you guys kill someone tonight?
Because we don't feel the need to, Johnny.
Just remember all the good the purge does.
We'll be fine just like always, no worries, okay?
This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge. At the siren, all emergency services will be suspended for 12 hours. Your government thanks you for your participation.
Help me! Someone, please, help me! I just need to get somewhere safe. Does anybody hear me?
Let's go! This way!
Tony!
This way, hurry!
Why did you let him in our home? We have no idea who's after him.
Our target for this year's purge is hiding in your home. You have 1 hour to find him and give him to us, or we'll kill all of you.
They can't get in here, right? They can't get into our home.
We're gonna make it through tonight, and everything is gonna be okay.
Nothing is ever going to be okay again.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Q. Where did all this white stuff go? Like, wait, like, where all this stuff come from? This white eggs, there's Cool Whip, there's mayo, there's turkey white bread, there's almond milk. What the almond milk? What the fuck is what's with the almond? Like, what's with the almond milk? And not just this. Like, I look in your house, you white countertop, your dishwasher's white, the baby stroller fucking white, like the whole chair is white except for the brown lid. Like, what's with all the white?
I like white women.
So you just like white women? You don't like black women? Like,
I like my women just like I like my coffee. White and pink. Counterpunch!
what?
You should make one, D.
Wait.
But back to the subject.
my. Okay, yeah, Rampage Jackson. The people he's following behind in their footsteps. We already stated Ken Shamrock. That's pretty much it. We stated Ken Shamrock. Well, let's say some other people that have crossed over from a different sport into professional wrestling. The Rock played football. Played for the Miami Hurricanes in college, then decided to follow after it. You just put your middle finger on it?
The hat.
Oh, you point at the hat. But wait, you put your...
To the hat.
I'm not even gonna question. But he played football for the Miami Hurricanes and then decided to follow after his grandfather and his father before him and became a professional wrestler. As I said before, Brock Lesnar. I believe he wanted to play football, went from playing football over into professional wrestling. then went back, then left to try out for football. That failed, from what I was told. Then went into MMA, became successful, then went back to wrestling. He just went all over the place. Farouk, who was in the Nation's Domination and the APA, was a football player. Went from football to become a professional wrestler.
Also, Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels played football. Went over, became a professional wrestler. The list goes on and on. I mean,
JBL, Charlie Haas,
they all
Matt
played
Morgan.
all played different sports in high school and college and things like that. Then just decided to go into professional wrestling. Made a transaction. So Rampage is pretty much doing the same thing. Did a little wrestling, went to MMA, and now he's crossing over from MMA, which is a totally different sport, into professional wrestling with TNA. Signed a multi-year contract, and I just don't know how that's going to turn out. Like of all people,
Yeah.
Rampage, Quentin Rampage Jackson. So Quentin, how's that, like, do you really think that's going to be a very smart choice?
I don't know. Only time can tell if it's going to be a really smart choice. Like I said, it all depends on how TNA use them. If they use them like they doing with King Mo and Samoa Joe and all them other former WWE jobbers, yeah, the career is not going to last long. But they use them like they need to, like they did, like the WWF did with
Ken Shamrock.
Ken Shamrock, John Bradshaw Layfield, Shawn Michaels, Farouk, The Rock. The list can go on. Yeah. But they use him, but they utilize him as, If they utilize him as, I'm just throwing a name. Floyd Mayweather, Muhammad Ali, Butterbean, Tiny Zeus Lester.
That's a random.
Everybody knows Tiny Zeus Lester. Devo.
Yeah. Oh, and the dude that made fun of Owen Hart was a DX.
I am not a nugget.
Yeah, I forgot his name, but they use him.
I should get some.
I believe he wrestled at one point, and then after that he left, and they never saw him again. But yeah, he was a comedian, went over into professional wrestling for a little while, did his little thing there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, well, I can understand in the point of drawing in fans, because Rampage Jackson does have a fan base. Yeah. And I believe his fans saying, oh, Rampage Jackson, blah, blah, he's going over to TNA. Wow. Well, what's so interesting about TNA? Like, what attracted Rampage Jackson to go into TNA? Well, let's check it out. Let's watch TNA. Let's watch what Rampage Jackson is going to do. Let's watch what Rampage is going to do. So, you have wrestling fans that are going to tune in to see, well, what are they going to do with Rampage?
No, they just want to tune in just watch wrestling.
Then you have those people just going to tune in to watch TNA because they like TNA. Then you're going to have those people who just watch it to watch the wrestling. Then you're going to have MMA fans of Rampage tuning in to see, well, why is Rampage on this? What are they going to do with Rampage? It kind of makes sense from that business standpoint with drawing in more viewers.
Yeah, they want to get the UFC into it, From my understanding, I think Dana White has something to do with TNA. Not too sure on it though, but I believe so. Him and Dixie got together and signed some kind of deal. That's how they got King Mo. I think he also is in the process of working with Vince McMahon very soon.
Wow.
But yeah, but this is how I see it. You got somebody like Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Who came from football, NCAA, wrestling, WWE, football again, got sent back lawsuit and everything with WWE. UFC fighter.
Now he's
Now back in wrestling.
Now he's back into it.
And he utilizing that he's a UFC fighter. Come out with the shorts, gloves. Matter of fact, do you remember that time that after Brock Lesnar UFC fight that you kind of like gave Undertaker some kind of look?
Yeah, I remember that.
I want to see them two like. Actually, there's some wrestlers who that's in MMA now. Batista.
Oh yeah, Batista went from professional wrestling.
Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley, they crossed over into MMA.
And like I said before, Shane McMahon owns a UFC, well, not UFC.
Owns an MMA company.
Yeah, he owns his own company now. And honestly, one of the people that I would like to see portray that image and go to MMA, Mr. Anderson.
Really?
Yeah. If you ever played back in 2000 and what? Raw vs. SmackDown 2008.
Yeah.
He does a lot of kicks and shit.
True.
It's pretty good. Alberto Del Rio, like I said. These are guys who transitioned themselves and made something into nothing. You can literally take mixed martial arts and wrestling and put it together. A lot of people don't know that Santino Marella has a background of jiu-jitsu.
Santino Marella has a background in jiu-jitsu.
Yep.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, that's an eye opener right there. That Santino Marella has, jiu-jitsu background, because a lot of MMA fighters train in jiu-jitsu and other forms of grappling and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very that's a very interesting point that you opened up to me.
Which point?
Santino Marella. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look into that. See where he studied.
Yeah, he actually got some background in that.
Yeah, 'cause I remember when he wrestled Maga, when he portrayed him as a fan.
Actually, you can go. The list goes on. Sean O'Hare.
Yeah.
It goes back in X-Pac, Steve Blackman. It dates back, so don't think it's something new. And something just fell and happened to hit me.
Well, we're gonna check what just happened, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back after this commercial break. Wait, what? What? Where did the roll of paper towels come from? It makes no sense.
We're out of milk.
Are you kidding me? Mister!
What?
Up there!
I'm sorry, honey. Gotta go.
Lean on me when times are bad. And when your day comes, let you down. In the river of trouble, about to drown. Just hold on. 'Cause I'm coming. Hold on.
Milk.
'Cause I'm coming. Just hold on.
Ladies, gotta go to work.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Behind the Curtain. As I said before, Eddie Brooks, called Q Stars. Q, you okay, man? You're like sweating. You okay? Hey, Q, something wrong?
It's
What?
kind of spicy here.
Spicy?
Yeah.
Why is your tea spicy?
Don't know.
Okay. Well, ladies, Q, I seem to drop a lighter. Can you get that for me, please? But yeah, man, so it's spicy.
Yeah.
That honestly makes no sense. Why is it spicy?
I don't know.
Well, that's okay. Well, does it happen to taste like hot sauce?
I taste some kind of cayenne pepper or something like that, man.
Did you happen to taste this? Ah, man. Come on. You gotta be, that was perfect. That was perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, that was perfect.
That was good.
So, Rampage Jackson, ladies and gentlemen. Straight over to TNA. Q, any final thoughts?
Get some water or something like that.
You want to go and get some water or something?
Yeah, I'll go get some water.
Okay.
Tiffany!
Tiffany. Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, while my co-stars, you know, cooling stuff down, I'm just gonna give the basic opinion. We feel that this may be a good or bad decision on TNA's part. And as of now, we can't really do anything, but just wait and see what happens. Seems Q is still getting his water, but you know, we'll have to see. Oh, you're back. You're back. Well, okay. Well, we'll just have to see, ladies and gentlemen, what comes to pass with him signing with TNA and how it goes. And if it'll turn out like Ken Shamrock. So, how do you feel about that, Q?
About what?
Rampage Jackson, your final thoughts?
Yeah, TNA, utilize them, and everything will be okay. I just had some fun.
What do you mean you just had some fun?
Just had some fun. But anyway, TNA, utilize them. You know. Whew. Hey, hey.
Yeah.
What about the hospital thing and everything?
Yeah. Sorry about that. But that was really good.
That's the girl's tip. Girl tip, something else. Come on. Come on. Come on, Eddie. We can talk about this now. Eddie. We can talk about this.
Something to talk about, Q. Something to talk about.
I'm talking about. You know, it's.
Son of a bitch.